Out beyond the edge of our solar system, something is moving fast. It's not a planet. It's not an asteroid. It's not even from here. Scientists call it 3I Atlas, the third confirmed visitor from interstellar space. When astronomers first saw it in July 2025, it looked like a comet. But the closer they looked, the stranger it became. Its speed, its path, its brightness, its timing. All of it seemed off. And now, a startling coincidence is raising old ghosts from the past. In August 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio picked up a mysterious burst of signal so powerful, so precise, that the astronomer who saw it scribbled a single word in the margin of the printout: "Wow." For nearly 50 years, the WOW signal has haunted the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. And in a twist that sounds like science fiction, new calculations show that the WOW signal came from within just 9 degrees of the same region of the sky that 3I Atlas now occupies a random alignment with odds of only 0.6%. Could this decades-old mystery be connected to the interstellar object passing through our neighborhood right now? Could 3I Atlas be the source of the first true alien transmission humanity ever received? This is the story of the WOW signal of 3I Atlas, and of why some scientists believe we may be looking at the first undeniable evidence of alien technology. The day the universe said wow. On August 15, 1977, the Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University was scanning the skies. Big Ear was part of a project to listen for narrowband radio signals from the stars, the kind of signals our own technology would produce. That night, the telescope's computers recorded a burst that lasted exactly 72 seconds. It was loud, clean, and narrowband, a thin spike at 1420 megahertz, the natural frequency of neutral hydrogen. Astronomers had long speculated that if aliens wanted to signal us, that's the frequency they would choose. Jerry Amon, the volunteer astronomer reviewing the data, circled the numbers and wrote one word in the margin: "Wow." And the name stuck. Follow-up scans over the next days and years found nothing. The signal never repeated. Hypotheses poured in. A secret military transmission, a satellite reflection, a comet's hydrogen cloud, a pulsar, a passing aircraft. Each one failed under closer scrutiny. Decades later, the WOW signal remains one of the most tantalizing SETI detections ever made. Strong enough to make headlines, mysterious enough to resist explanation. And now, for the first time, it has a possible physical counterpart moving through our solar system. Enter 3I Atlas. Fast forward to July 1, 2025. The asteroid terrestrial impact. Last alert system. Atlas, a NASA-funded sky survey running telescopes in Hawaii, Chile, and South Africa, spots a faint, fast-moving object near the orbit of Jupiter. It isn't looping around the Sun like a planet or asteroid. Its orbit is hyperbolic, open, not closed, meaning it's not from here. It's only the third interstellar object humanity has ever tracked, after Oumuamua in 2017 and Borisov in 2019. Astronomers name it 3I Atlas, 3I for third interstellar. At first glance, it seems like a comet. But the numbers tell a stranger story. At its distance from the Sun, more than 300 million miles, it is already glowing far brighter than any comet should. Its nucleus appears enormous, possibly several miles across, but wrapped in a coma so dense it hides the core completely. Its incoming direction? From near the constellation Sagittarius, close to the galactic center. The one direction where Earth-based telescopes have the hardest time spotting incoming objects until it's too late. And then comes the timing. As 3I Atlas makes its dive past the Sun, it will skim close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. But not Earth. At perihelion, its closest approach to the Sun, Earth will be hidden on the far side of the Sun, blind to whatever the object might do. To Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, author of the controversial book Extraterrestrial, these are not just coincidences. He and his colleagues have published a paper openly asking, "Is 3I Atlas alien technology? How an alien craft could hide as a comet? Why would an alien probe look like a comet?" Loeb points to the dark forest hypothesis, the idea that advanced civilizations camouflage themselves to avoid predatory species. What better camouflage than a comet? A dark nucleus wrapped in a bright, expanding cloud that hides any technology inside. 3I Atlas S coma extends hundreds of thousands of miles, more than enough to cloak a craft inside. Its gas output, dominated by carbon dioxide, is 8 times higher than expected compared to water, an unusual mix that could be artificial. Its brightness has surged in ways that don't match normal comet physics, and some observers claim it has shifted its trajectory slightly, a possible course correction. If, as Loeb suggests, 3I Atlas is not just a probe, but an entire ship, its large nucleus could hide power sources, instruments, even propulsion. A craft drifting for billions of years through interstellar space would accumulate dust and ice, looking exactly like a comet when it enters a new star system. In other words, the cometary evidence doesn't rule out an alien probe. It could be its disguise. The WOW! Signal connection. Here's where the story takes its wildest turn. New calculations show that the WOW! Signal of 1977 came from within 9 degrees of the same sky region 3I Atlas is now passing through. The chance of such a random overlap? 0.6%. In 1977, 3I Atlas would have been far beyond the outer planets, by one estimate, 600 times farther from Earth than the Sun is. If it had transmitted the WOW! Signal at that distance, it would need a gigawatt-class transmitter, about the output of a large power plant, to match the signal Big Ear recorded. That's exactly the kind of power you might expect from an alien probe designed to announce itself, or to whisper across light years. So far, no radio observatory has reported a transmission from 3I Atlas, but Loeb and others are encouraging astronomers to point powerful arrays like Green Bank, Meerkat, and FAST at it now during its close pass to test the hypothesis directly. If 3I Atlas emits a narrowband signal today, or if archival data show it did in 1977, it could rewrite history. The skeptic's case. Most astronomers remain cautious. Coincidences happen. 9 degrees is close, but not exact. A random hydrogen cloud or transient astrophysical event could explain the WOW! Signal. 3I Atlas's strange chemistry and brightness could have natural causes. It might have formed near a carbon dioxide snowline in its home system. Its coma may simply be unusually dense, but still natural. Tiny jets of gas could mimic course changes. And the WOW! Signal's non-repetition is a serious problem for any transmitter hypothesis. If an alien craft were broadcasting, why only once? Why at hydrogen frequency, but never again? For skeptics, the simplest explanation is that the WOW! Signal and 3I Atlas are unrelated. Two separate mysteries that just happen to overlap in the sky.